basically I think that it was an opportunity for me to expand to a different market, because I usually work for the Mandarin speaking countries, whether it's of course China, Taiwan, Hong Kong. I also have been in Singapore and in Malaysia. They have big Mandarin speaking communities, but I have never been in other areas of Asia, and a big area for the kind of music that I do is Japan, regarding jazz, fusion, and all this. I won't say that I'm a jazz pianist, but fusion and all this kind of music, Latin music, and funk. So it was a good opportunity to see if the music that we do, the album that I released, it clicked or not with the Japanese audience, and it worked really well actually. You know, so that was the idea behind the tour. Yes, of course. I felt a big difference, because I have to say, for example, in Taiwan, my experience is that there's a big indie scene, indie rock, indie pop, folk, the very big independent label scene that I really like and I really appreciate. There's some stores that specialize and encourage indie music, whereas I found it here with my little knowledge, but I found that here in Japan the big labels have the market, and they own the music scene in a way. And I think that also reflects in what the artists look for, you know, because if you know that you can do your thing and get it out, you do your thing. But if you gotta go through a big company, then you if you want to make a living, you might change, which is quite sad, I think, you know. No, actually no. It was great. I have to say that I was expecting a very kind of polite and a bit shy response from the Japanese audience, but we even had audience dancing to our music, so it was great. Actually, it was great. And I have to say also that when we play every place, we are lucky. We are blessed to say that every place that I play with my band, whether in China, in Singapore, in Taiwan, here, the people seems to react in a positive way, in a very positive way. And being from South America and doing my career in Asia, that I never expected this. So it's a big blessing, you know, because you put everything you have, and you never know what's going to happen, you know, with the audience. And the audience responded great. We had a great time in every city. Unfortunately, in Europe I haven't played yet. I played in US, I played of course in South America, Latin America, and then I played in Asia. What I can say about the Western world, if you will, is that people is less quiet when you are playing, but it's also less quiet when they clap and if they like. So it's less quiet. You know, it's more passionate, or not necessarily passionate, because I don't think you can measure passion by the level of noise somebody makes, but more expressive. It might be the audience is much more expressive in other parts. But you know, it's good actually. Sometimes when you want to play something really calm, you wanna play something really quiet. You need that silence, because like the silence is the canvas where you can do your drawing, you know. So if you don't have silence, sometimes it's hard to concentrate. But then again, I like noise, so it's a contradiction, man. I cannot say. Everything's cool. If there's connection, everything's cool. Mm-hmm. You know, if there's respect and love, like if they listen, making noise, they listen making noise. If they listen by staying quiet, it's good too. Everything's cool. Natural, you know, it's good. Okay, let's separate. If I play my own music, what is very important for me is the weight of the keys. Okay? This is very important. How the keyboard feels. And I have to say that the Studiologic keyboard feels awesome. Really, excellent. Whether it is you play, I don't know, you play Latin music. It feels good. It feels great. It feels heavy. Or you play. This kind of like, it feels nice. So if you see, it feels nice playing fast, playing slow. It feels really good to the touch, and that's very important. And the other thing, if I tell you about the work, because I work with pop artists in the Mandarin pop scene, I need easy, quick access to the things that I need. There are not many, okay? So piano, Rhodes, maybe the clavi, which sounds, it sounds great. And then also access to computer or to some, and quick access, not complicated. And that's the best, because it's simple. It's good and simple, which is very hard to do, because usually if it's good, it's quite complicated. A million buttons and you don't know what to do, okay? So it's good and it's simple to use. Plug the computer, you are working with anything you have, whether you use Contact, Digital Performance, Pro Tools, Logic, whatever you have in your computer, you plug it in and you're working. And this part, the MIDI module, you can actually change programs and the channel. You have different channels. You know, sometimes you don't use rack, you use the computer. So that's also great. That's really, really great. The biggest advantage for me is what I said before, is that it's simple. Keeping this part of the keyboard, the keys are keys, and it's up to you, okay? But keeping this part of the keyboard simple is the best thing that a company can do for a musician. Because we are talking about stage, right? If you're talking about production keyboard you have at home, then you need a lot of things, okay? You could use, and you use, but if you might search for more. But if we're talking about stage, simple. Because on stage, simple access, okay, to everything that you need. And a good sound quality, which this keyboard has. And I used to have the Numa piano, and this is much, much better. On that, the feel of the construction and the feel of the keys is pretty much similar, but the quality of the sounds is much better. It's much better. Depends. I really like this one. I like the funky sound. Because we play one song. So I like the combination, natural, the phaser with the Rhodes sounds great. With the electric piano sounds really great. If I have a grand piano, I will have this sound preset, or maybe this one. The tremolo there is quite cool also. And then of course, in some other parts, I might do combinations like this, or maybe. This possibility of very quickly combine two sounds. But I have to say that my favorite sound, I have a piano here, a grand piano, and I have the keyboard to my right. I like this sound. I like that. That's how I use it. That's how I use it. I use it with the Fatar touch.
So
when it comes you press and then you play and instantly comes. So let's use the piano for this. Instantly. So I usually use it like that. Now we are talking, so I didn't have time, but I usually use it with that function, which is really great because it has a nice level of the velocity curve is really cool. It really feels, and the relationship between the velocity curve and the action of the keys is really great. But that's important. That's important. It's one touch. This is good, man. One touch. Tick 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 tick. Not too many things, you know. Sometimes you don't have time, and if you don't have everything preset, or the light you're playing, then the light goes off, or the guitar player is walking around and he kicks something, or something happens. You need one touch, back, everything quick and good to go, you know. And another thing, usually I don't now, because the things have changed. I don't have to carry my keyboard, which is amazing. But anyway, before I had to carry my keyboard, okay, and this, it's beyond. This is great. That's why on the video that I did for the other piano, the first thing that I did is to show that you can carry, because that's great. You got all the touch and all the sensitivity and everything, and then you can carry it like this. And you can play it perfectly well, you know, you can play it perfectly well, the sound is great. Now we are listening in mono. This is important, because stereo, plugging it in stereo, it's even better, much better, the quality. But that's great. It's light, man. It's light. Light. It's a big help. Yeah. Actually, you know, that's a good one. That's a good one. The concert is great. The action is the best I ever tried. But then again, that's a piano to have at home, I think, because it's heavy. You know, it's very good for production. And the quality of the sound is great, but I think that the only thing that I would extend is the level of MIDI functions. I will add maybe another or some 4 knobs programmable that you can program, you know, quickly. So because sometimes you need, maybe if you're playing something and you need the sledge is for that, but 4, and then some effects that you are working with on the computer or something, and you just need to, you want to play with it while on stage. That would be a good thing. That would be a great thing. But not many things, because if you add many things, what happens? It becomes complicated. And then you need to read, for example, think intuitive. You don't need to read the manual. You plug, play, and it's good. Okay, this is important, because if you need to read the manual, you already have a lot of trouble right there. You know, to use the keyboard reading the manual is not a good thing. And all the keyboards, where is the organ, all of them, they work really quick with the computer. For controlling, it's great. It's really great. So I want maybe 4 knobs here, free. You know, that you can put some frequency changing, and you know,
some small additional MIDI controls.
Yes, small addition, nothing else. Some knobs. That's all. Okay. First, for the Japanese people, I want to thank very much for the warm welcome that we had, the way they treat us everywhere we went. We had an amazing time. Adriano and myself, we had Adriano Moreira, my drummer. We had an amazing time here. The musicians that play with us also, Iwao Ochi and Shigeki Umezawa, they were great, both of them. And I really hope that we can come back to Japan, right? And so to the Japanese audience, nothing. Stay tuned. You know, we will be coming back definitely. And then for the users of Studiologic, I think it's good to you know, support the company. In which way? Always when they ask you to feel, you buy the keyboard and you install the software or something, you know, and they ask you to fill some forms or to keep the connection online, the feedback. That's important because the company takes care of these things. They pay attention to this to make the keyboards better, and they are improving the keyboards. If you see, this is very important to see the evolution of a company, you know, because they are always searching to improve the keyboards. They are always searching to improve their instruments, you know, and if you look into the website, you can see it's done very seriously and caring for the player. This is very important. This is a very important point, that it's taking care of the player and different players, because some player may have a lot of technique and very fast, and then some other player just play. Okay, or then you have electronic music people that need keyboards to do a different thing, not play, a program. So the company is taking care of this. This is a great thing. This is a great thing. So the consumer needs to be active also. So that's what I would say. You know, always be active in demanding, but also in sharing your consumer experience. You know, if you see that the company is listening, and I think Studiologic is a great company in this way, because you always get responses, quick responses when you have a problem. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. And thanks everybody here at Dirigent. Okay, it was great.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.